Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Testing, testing. Can you hear me?
All right, boys, I'm here with my buddy Henry. We're going to do a quick build breakdown on his S2000. Henry, introduce yourself.
What up, guys? I'm Henry McCormick. If you don't know, this is my 2000 Honda S2000. I just guess we're gonna dig right into breaking this car down. Pretty simple.
First off, when did you buy it?
I got this car just a year and 3 months ago,
Okay.
so it hasn't been too long at
Right.
all.
How long have you wanted to own one for?
8, 9 years, 10 years.
Forever, right?
Yeah.
They're
I
beautiful
wanted
cars.
one when I was way younger, but I didn't learn about the car until like 8, 9 years ago. I'm talking digging deep, like doing research on the 1995 concept SSM SSM car, to it being debuted and coming out in 1999.
Okay. And what year is this one?
This is 2000.
Okay.
So it's AP1, just AP2 front bumper and front lip.
Looks really good. You tell me you just got repainted?
Yeah, I got repainted about, I'd say like 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago. And it just had new parts when it was repainted, like the bumper, the lip, the grill, some body work, and then badges that I didn't have when the car was in my possession.
Cool, cool. So what's done to it right now?
So, I mean, the car still, it looks like just a stock S2000 on wheels, hardtop, and a wing. That's not the case. I've spent more money than the wheels and hardtop and all that alone, for stuff you can't even see. So before I got this car, I knew I wanted a track one. That's why I was saying I wanted to get a cheaper one to track. This car was pretty clean when I got it. It was a one owner, 80,000 mile car. Still didn't care. I knew I was still going to track it, but I want to preserve it. If I ever needed to go back to OEM, I could. So answering your question, I wanted to go super simple, something that I can have fun on the street, like go to a Cars and Coffee, but the next day just take to the track. So these cars you can drive stock the way they are at the track, but there are little things I would say to do so you can prevent anything from happening, like the brakes getting hot. I did StopTech stainless steel lines. I did the Project Mu brake pad, and then I did the Multil 600 fluid, because if you
Nice.
don't do that and you're going ham on your car, your brakes are going to get hot, and obviously OEM lines are rubber. That thing's going to burst. So that's the number one thing. You want to make sure your brakes are good.
Yeah.
And this is the most simplest way you can go. Stainless steel lines, whatever pad you like. Um, then to cool the car down, I just got a coil radiator. That's pretty much all you need. I mean, you can run a stock radiator, but they're plastic as well. So to prevent that too, I did a coil rad. Car had an intake before. Believe it or not, these cars perform the best with an OEM intake. I don't know why. You can do research on that on your own, but
I believe it. I mean, if you think about it, Honda spends a lot of money on R&D, so it kind of
yeah,
makes sense to me.
exactly. And there's also like a little mod you can do to it. Like people cut holes in them for more airflow or something like that. This airbox I got as a gift, and it already had that little mod.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then simple drivetrain. These cars, I don't ever plan on boosting it or anything. I did tell Isaiah I want to do AP2 retainers and keepers, and then a few other little things like as I learn, I'll do like the baffling because these cars got blow by when you're taking hard right turns. It's got DC headers. It's got a full J's header back exhaust. That's why this thing sounds
It's
like a street
screaming.
bike.
It
Yeah,
is
it's
screaming.
screaming.
It sounds good. I like it.
Yeah, suspension HKS Hypermax SP4 coilovers with custom Swift springs. It's got the J's Racing front roll center adjuster, ball joints.
Had some technical difficulties. I ran out of storage, but we're back.
We're back. We left off. We're in the rear. I got spoon rear roll center adjusters. It's all just to complement like uh, just the way the car handles on the track, taking corners and all that. And then pretty much as far as aero, I just got a stock AP2 lip, the Mugen Rep hardtop, and then Jay's Racing spoiler. I had to do a little research before going aero because, I mean, the wing looks sick regardless, but there's a lot to learn. I'm still learning as I go too, so you gotta have like a front splitter to complement the wing, rear diffuser, side skirts, the way the air flows, because you don't want air under your car. It's pretty crazy the way aero works. So I got the wing over with. The next thing I want to do is like the front splitter, canards, the side skirts, and the rear diffuser to complement the rest of it. But I got this because coming through the streets of Willow chicane, if you don't have aero, I mean, a lot of people drive that thing with no aero. It gets pretty dicey once you lift. The butt wants to shake, and you can spin out right there over 100 miles an hour. So it gets pretty scary right there. The wing helps keep that butt down right there.
Yeah, these things are pretty squirrely, right?
Yeah.
Have you messed with any like? Have you ever like adjusted it differently down here?
Not yet.
No?
The way it came, I put it on, but I'm supposed to do the tilt.
Yeah.
I'm just talking to a few friends and see just the way it works, you know, like the
Yeah.
difference of how I tilt it or whatever, how dramatic it'd be. But yeah, it definitely needs tilt. I haven't really messed with it yet.
Cool. See a little beautiful exhaust tip right here. Get some exhaust clips a little later.
Yeah. This is by far the loudest S2000 exhaust in existence. There is nothing louder than this exhaust.
Really?
Yeah. It's full header back. There's no cat. There's no muffler. There's nothing. This thing straight to the header, dude. It's loud. There's nothing louder than this exhaust at all.
So, what are the future plans for it?
Future, like I said, I do want to keep the car simple. I can't speak for my future self because who knows, 3 years later, I probably would want this thing a full race car. But my intention still right now, I want it to be something I can take to Cars and Coffee, like I said, and still race. As you can see, the interior safety is the biggest thing with racing. Seats are mandatory, roll cage, harnesses. I do have the wheel setup and the work spell tilt. I'm just gonna go with Recaro pole positions, velour red.
I like those.
Yeah, and then I want to do something different, and I'm probably gonna chrome the cage when I get it. 'Cause
Okay.
I want like chrome cage,
Are you
red
going with
seats.
a certain Cage Kids company, or are you going to do
I'm looking
custom?
at Ballad Sports.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a few others I want to look at, but that's like the most common one. They're pretty much all the same.
Is that a Bolton, or is that?
Yeah, they're all Boltons.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're pretty much all the same. I only seen one guy do like the Cusco Bolton, like
The blue one?
literally. Yeah, it literally has like if the car was like a hard top already, it like goes all the way to like the
Really?
dash and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
that's pretty cool.
240 shit. Yeah, that's pretty much the interior. Keep it simple, seats, cage, maybe other things. There's like a brand new shifter rebuild kit on the car already, so the shifter is like brand new. Uh, it's got but it's the NSX Type R replica shift knob.
No problem. Hell yeah.
Tons of other like new maintenance to the car, like the whole clutch hydraulic system. I'm talking about like master, slave, reservoir, spoon clutch line, all that's brand new. It's also Motul 600 fluid in there. And then as far as aero, like I said, my plans for that, I do want to keep it simple with like some FD, like side skirt splitter things, JDP rear diffuser. I don't know what bumper yet, maybe like Voltec style. It's common recipe with the homemade wooden splitter, I think would be best.
Yeah, I like those
Yeah.
Voltex bumpers too.
Yeah, they're super sick.
What You're telling me about your wheel and tire setup earlier.
Damn, I didn't even talk about
Yeah,
that at all. That's like,
that's why I'm bringing it up. Yeah, you told me
yeah.
a little bit about it earlier. You said, tell me about it.
Yeah, so these are Volk Rays CE28 SLs Superlaps. They're in graphite, pressed graphite color. These are forged wheels. Forged wheels are the best way to go for any type of racing because you want that durability and that strength to keep up. So yeah, common recipe to run on this car is a 17x9 or 17.9.5 plus 40 or 45 idle boost, evasive spec, whatever you like, with the 255/40. This tire setup is a 245/40. I didn't choose it. Came with the wheels when I bought them. These are the Toyo Proxys R888Rs. These are 100 treadwear. So I've
Nice.
heard people do better lap times with 200 treadwear. I've had the
Really?
Falcon Azina. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's what I've heard. So I had Falcon Azina. I think it was the RT616 RK or something like that. And then I've had not Nankings. I've had Advent AO52s, which is known as the cheater tire. It's like one of the best tires to get. But yeah, that's pretty much a wheel setup. It's 17.5, 45. Oh, these are custom spec 39s
Nice.
offset.
They have a good like.
Yeah,
good stance on this thing.
these also have the little lip in them.
Yeah, that's a good offset. I like the stance on it.
Yeah.
Like perfect. Interior stupid clean. Wanna pop the hood?
Yeah.
Special guest in the background. We got my wife and Lorelai. Say hi.
We'll do the JDM one.
Man, I miss my S2000. I had an S2000 a couple years ago. I know you know this, but
Yeah.
people on YouTube don't know this. But I had I believe it was an 01 AP1. It only had about 105,000 miles on it when I first purchased it. And it was a really good car, but I only had it for a couple months. That's a long story. We're not
Yeah,
gonna get into
Isaiah
it.
was a big Honda guy. He had Integra. You had a few Integras.
I did.
You had a Prelude, and then yeah, you had a S2000,
I
and
had,
you had a RSX.
Yeah,
Super clean.
I had 3 Integras actually. I had a Shell and then 2 running Integras.
Yeah.
I had an EG hatch. I've had a Prelude. I've had an RSX. I've had an S2000. S2000 was my last Honda before I bought the Miata, and that's because when unfortunately when it got wrecked, I didn't really have much money left. I
Yeah.
spent all my money on the S2000, and I was still paying it off. So I ended up just going with a cheap $1,600 Miata.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
crazy. We met when we were basically like kids.
Yeah.
No
yeah.
cars, and then we got cars like in the same time.
Yep.
And then pretty crazy. We were doing all that.
Yeah, I've known Henry. I've known Henry probably since I was about 15, 16 years old
Yeah,
from like the skate park and stuff. So
I think I was about that age.
yeah.
Crazy. Look at us now.
Look at
Yeah,
us
like
now.
I said, it's a super simple setup. It had an intake before the engine.
Yeah.
Whatever intake, and like I said, these are better. They're more efficient. It's got coil rad, keep it cool.
Is this the mod right here?
Yeah, that's the mod.
Okay. Allows more airflow.
Yeah. And then we got DC headers. I don't know anything too much about that. I mean, maybe higher exhaust flow or something, but they were on the car when I got those too. It's not like I chose those. I think I would want to do the HKS ones.
Okay.
That'd be super fun. Yeah, then pretty much.
JIC Magic.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even talk about those too. It's
Okay.
got like a JIC Magic strut tower bar, and then under the car, it's got like the chassis stiffeners, front and rear.
Hell yeah. You're talking about this coil rad earlier.
Yeah.
Damn, fancy.
Little spoon cap, yeah.
I also see this Optima battery. I love Optima batteries.
Yeah. Those
Yeah,
things
top.
are legit, man. I probably could leave this car sitting for months and it'll still start right
Oh
up.
yeah, for sure. They're amazing.
There's times
batteries.
where I don't drive it for weeks and.
Coilovers again. I know you mentioned it, but they were HKS.
Yeah, HKS Hypermax SP4.
Nice.
Really common setup for these cars. A lot of people have these coilovers, or they have Öhlins.
Öhlins are so expensive.
Dude, yeah.
See the HKS colors in there, the golden yellow.
Maybe if you want, we can try to turn the wheel and see if we can get those shots.
For sure.
Who slides this thing like a menace?
hood sticking straight up is badass.
Yeah. I
So you were
forgot to
telling me
mention
earlier,
it.
after this car, you're going to get another 240 SX or 180?
240, 180s. I was telling Isaiah I was looking for a 180 actually again before I was gonna pull the trigger with this. Even though my mind was set on it, I still love 180s. That's like my favorite car. But it just didn't make sense. I've had like 23 240s, and I know what they all feel like. This was something I haven't really dipped my feet in yet, and I'm glad I did because there's nothing that drives like this car that I've experienced yet. I mean, obviously there's tons of other cars. What I mean to say is the budget, the price for this car, the dollar, like it's the greatest, like one of the greatest things ever.
Honda's best car ever made.
Yeah, I think so for sure. But yeah, drifting is my passion. That's what I've been into forever. I just wanted to dip my feet in a time attack and all that. I wouldn't necessarily say me always wanting this car, I wanted a track. That's not the truth. I've always wanted this car just cause. And like drifting was something that I've always wanted to pursue. That's my passion. 240s are my passion. So as much as I want to keep spending money on this thing, which I do, I mean, dollars are tight. So I think I was gonna hold off on this a little bit because I wanted to look at a 240 this coming week. Yeah, and then just dig my feet right into that car because, I mean, trying to get that thing
That'd be cool.
drifting next year, dude. I want to pursue 2025, you know, just
Can't wait to have you guys,
doing
you and
fun ass
Eduardo
shit.
out there drifting
Dude,
with us. That'd
yeah.
be super fun.
The time attack is cool. I mean, I don't know if I want to say it on YouTube, but like
Say it.
in like my perspective, like I said, it's not even really a passion. I love racing,
Yeah.
all types, but there's nothing like drifting at all. Like I can't
Right.
even experience it.
Yeah.
But time attack, I'm not the greatest, but it's not that exhilarating. Like there's so much to learn. I mean, there's so many people that are probably gonna get like disrespected. There's so
No
much to learn.
disrespect. No disrespect to
no
anybody.
disrespect at all.
Time
This is,
attack,
like I'm
road
telling you.
racing is so much fun.
Yeah, and then different calibers. Like this car's not at a crazy caliber whatsoever, and then my driving skill as well, not at all. But just I can't explain the two, you know. Like I can't really put the two into like comparison.
Unless you've actually drifted, you will know exactly what I'm talking about.
There's so much going on with drifting, bro.
Yeah,
I can't even explain
it's so much fun. Those who haven't experienced it, you should definitely go out to a track and get a ride along with one of the guys out there. All the guys out there are super nice. They're more than willing to give you a ride along.
Exactly.
I've met a ton of people in the drifting world. I haven't really gone to too many time attack events, but
I will say for sure, somebody that can drift pretty well can hop in a time attack car and do well. Somebody that does time attack well cannot hop in a drift car and just do extremely well like that.
Yep.
It's just the truth, man.
Definitely a skill. Definitely a skill to learn.
And drifting's so stylish, bro.
Right.
Sickest shit ever.
Right.
But yeah, that's my, to answer your question, that was the next thing is just 240 and then continue that now. This car is going to always be something where I can just hop in and then do an oil change real quick and go to the track, you know?
Yeah, no, they're for sure good cars.
It's fun that it's there, and getting the car purchase over with was the hardest thing, but that's already over with, and now we just got to hop back into the 240 shit.
I got a GoPro set up on the bends, so he's already followed me up the mountain, but we're going to go drive this thing. Henry's allowing me to drive the car. I'm not even going to go 6/10 as hard as he does. This dude was flying behind me.
You were flying, I was catching up to you.
Yeah. We didn't talk about the AP1s. They revved to
9,
right? And the AP2s revved to like 82 or something like that.
Yeah, and then the clusters are way different. AP2 cluster, well, they're like identical-ish, but way different. This one has the RPM gauge right in front of you.
I love
really big,
I love it. It looks so good. Ooh, man. Nice. Look at that functional cup holder. Yeah. Unlike 240s.
Exactly. Exactly.
Sounds so good.
Yeah, at first it was like obnoxiously loud, and then I got used to it, and then when I drove it on the track, I was like, okay, I get it now. you get like on a straight or whatever, take it all the way to 9.
Sounds good. The cockpit of the S2000 is so good. Super driver oriented. I love it. Sweet. Thank you for allowing me to do that.
Absolutely, bro. Beat on it, bro. This thing can take it. It gets fun right here because it gets a little tighter,
Okay.
so you can have fun around the corners.
It feels super planted for sure.
Yeah. Even with no bucket seats, like you feel no body roll almost.
Planted. It's really good. That bird almost went under your car. See that? Around.
Yeah, this is what this car was designed for, and then I just
Absolutely.
did little mods to help it do it better.
How's the turning rate and everything? Damn.
It's not crazy.
Yeah, what the hell? It's pretty damn good. The scenery up here is beautiful. Ran into some technical difficulties again. Ran out of storage. My damn phone has way too many videos on it.
We may have got that on video. I think you're like the third person only I've ever like drive it to.
Really? I appreciate that. Thank you.
And only Eddie's kind of being on it, so
Really?
yeah.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Ah, you're good, bro.
This thing's such a dream to drive. I freaking miss mine so much.
Yeah, especially since you've had one and you haven't got to experience it like fully
No,
like this. I mean, this is not like a full race car, but
no, but it's super well set up. Like,
Yeah,
it feels
thank
super
you.
planted. What you've done with the brakes, having those stainless steel brake lines, like have the confidence to step on the brakes when I need to. Like,
yeah,
obviously, I'm not going, full tilt on this because one, I don't really drive this Canyon a lot, but two, it's Henry's car, so I don't want to beat on it too much. But the thing feels really good
you gotta come to a track day.
for sure.
I will let you fucking rip it on
For
the
sure.
track, 100%.
Bro, this is crazy. And the shifter, bro, it feels so damn smooth.
Thank you.
The video I just posted with my dad's Terminator Cobra, that thing has a T56 in it.
Oh, really?
It's so damn notchy.
Your shifts are really good too.
I appreciate that.
I mean,
Appreciate that.
you definitely have more seat time and all that than me.
I've been driving for a little while, but
yeah. But your rev matching is really fucking good. And
I appreciate that. Well, thank you for letting me drive it again.
dude, absolutely. I'm telling you guys, track day, I will let this dude drive it 100%.
I appreciate that. You want to plug in your Instagram, YouTube, anything like that?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm not trying as hard, but I got a YouTube channel as well. I will be posting 100% more on that, just like this dude. Just Henry McCormick. That's pretty much it. I mean, you'll find me on there.
I'll put the links in the description as well. I'll also put it up on the screen so you guys can find his stuff. But once again, Henry, I appreciate you letting us do this today. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to let us do a build breakdown of this beautiful thing, and thank you for letting me drive it as well.
Absolutely, bro. It was fun.
It was a pleasure. Thank you so much.